Hello and welcome to Mafia Omerta. Thanks for checking out this video. This is my first video and it's going to cover what is Mafia Omerta, how do you play a website game, and why is it different from any of the others that are in the same genre. When I talk about my game to my family and friends, they always ask, what is it? And it's a hard concept to try and get across without actually showing someone what it is. So we're going to get into this. And here's one of my test accounts. So this is your home screen. As soon as you log in, you've got your navigations on the left. So you go to your profile and it'll list your character name, your height, your weight, all this information, what family you're in, your rank, cash, and your character stats. So in a text-based game, your stats are what derive your ability at succeeding at the different tasks that you can possibly do. Each one of these stats is going to play a factor in a different type of activity that you can do. So your strength won't impact something that your intelligence impacts. So it's very specific. So when you're starting your character out, you want to work on and build the stats that are important to what you want to be good at. So if we go to our jobs to show exactly what a text-based type game really means, here's a job that we could possibly do. Here's our list of all our jobs that we can do. So we're going to click, all right, we want to collect your owed favor. So we're going to click that and we're going to click do job. Now the game has now told us, here's your results. You were successful at that job and here's your money. So we made $211. We've kicked up $0 to the Don because this count is the Don, and you've pocketed $211. Underneath the do job, it'll tell you your chance of success. That is based on your stats. So these jobs are based on intelligence. So this character does not have high enough intelligence to be that great at doing this job. So they have only a 15% chance of success if they try and do this job. When you're in a family, your family can have different districts. There's 5 districts in the city. So you've got your gun, your commercial, your drug, explosive, and vehicle. And then there's 16 total cities. One of them being Ellis Island, which is where you start. In the game, you start in the streets as an associate in Ellis Island. Once you get into a family, you'll then move to whatever city your family is currently living in and has a district in, typically. You can live anywhere else, but it's best to live in the city that your family has a presence in. So one family can have gun, another family can have drugs, or one family can have a clean sweep, which then is their turf, and then it's a dangerous spot. Now, no other family would have any business going into that city if they have no business actually in there. So they can be shot on sight because they obviously are up to no good if they're trying to visit your city if you have all the districts of forms of generating revenue. So the next topic to really cover is why Mafia Omerta? What makes Mafia Omerta stand out from any of the other website text-based games? There's lots of crime games out there. One of the things that I think sets it apart is the family structure. Really sets in motion that the most important thing is your family. Your family is important. A family, once you join it, is blood in, blood out. So if you join a family, your character will have to die just to leave. And each rank has their own abilities. They each have their own, like, either jobs or special tasks that they can do that's specific to their rank. And each rank has their own. So every rank is important. And that's I think an essential part of the game where the family really needs to work together. It's not your very best, powerful, or most active players are going to be your top tier ranks, and then your bottom ranks are going to be nobodies. You want your good people all around. So there's no, if you're a soldier, you need to feel like you don't contribute to the family or you need to be a higher rank. It all depends on how you want to play. What kind of position do you want to fill? What do you want to do that's fun for you? That's going to really determine what kind of rank you want to work your way up to. Another focus on the game is balance. I try and have implemented a game that is balanced for all types of playing styles. There is people who are active, very active, will play for hours. Then you've got your casual players who will only log in once a day, maybe a couple times a day. It's all acceptable in the game. I set it up to be in a way where each family has a total power number. And then another family, to attack someone in another family, your family's power cannot be too far different from that family. So this prevents a very massive, say, older family who's been in the game a long time from attacking, say, a new family that just joined the game. It won't let that happen. The power difference would be too much. So it keeps you to attacking players that are in a family that is in the same ballpark as your family. Keep it competitive and keep it fair. The other thing that sets my game apart from most games out there, doesn't matter if it's a platform or a website game, is this game is free to play and not a freemium game. You can't buy more power, you can't buy more stats, you can't buy more cash. The things that you can buy for the game is all cosmetic. One of them being like a profile picture. So this is just a generic picture, but you could buy in setting up your own profile picture. So the upgrades that you can buy are all custom design related to just give your account a little bit more pizzazz, a little more flash. Your family, a little more flash. You have a family banner, or quality of life things that just save you time of doing certain activities in the game that don't add any value. So those are some of the options. Other options are when you do join a family, this here is activity level. So every day there's a daily family objective, and you need to, as a family, achieve those objectives. So activity is doing the small job, so which is this job right here. So every time you do that job, it then would increase this percent up. And when you hit, there's 3 levels, and every time you hit a level, your whole family gets some Omerta points, which is the game's own little currency to buy specific items that you can only buy through Omerta points. You can opt out of this. So if you know you're not going to be around, or you're just not that active of a player, but you do enjoy casually logging in and playing, you can opt out. You can go to your profile, go to your settings, and say, I'm opting out. And if your family's large enough to allow for opting out, a family at least needs to have 6 members counted. So if your family has more than 6 and you're 7th and you're just not that active, you can opt out, and then you won't hurt the family from achieving their objectives, because the objectives are based on how many members you have in your family. So it scales up based on your family size. So the larger your family, then the larger threshold you have to hit, but you have more members to hit it. So it's all even. It doesn't matter what family size you have. Another thing that I think is going to really set this game apart from others is the communication and dedication from myself. My goal is to keep complete transparency from myself to you guys, and keep it where your feedback is always coming in, and I'm addressing any concerns, any ideas for some future changes. I'm constantly working on the game, going to be making any changes that need to be done, looking at new features that need to be added to make the game more fun, or just maybe fix something that doesn't quite work the way it wants to. I plan on making videos for you guys explaining all the different things and more in depth. So I'll make a video of like just one video solely on the family structure and all the different things that you need to know to be in a family. Do stuff like that. Another aspect is the game focuses on the role play aspect, and the more you get involved, the more fun you're going to have, but it's optional. It's not anything mandatory. On the message board, which there's nothing here yet, but this is your message board for talking in character. When you talk in character, you're talking about who you are. You're talking for the character that you've created, his name, and what rank he has will affect how you can talk to others and stuff like that. I've got a specific role play thread that I can create, and I can invite fellow players who want to participate in this type of role playing activity. And I'll create a scenario, and then that player will then decide how they want to respond to that scenario, and then they'll respond to the thread, and then we'll keep going it so on and so forth, and just have fun with the different scenarios, different things, problem solving and stuff like that to try and keep things spiced up and entertain you as much as I possibly can. So those are the basics of what this game really is. It's a very straightforward game. You can play it as much as you enjoy and want, but don't need to feel obligated and feel like it's a job that you have to do, that if you're not on 24/7, like, you can't possibly play this game successfully. So that's important. That's another feature that I think is important. You don't want a game to feel like a job. You don't want to feel obligated that you have to be on, and if you're not, then you're missing everything. That's not what I want for this game. So that's the basic game in a nutshell. Here's some other tools of information. Here's the player's guide. It goes through a breakdown of this page, basically just letting you know exactly kind of what the Mafia is like, and then we go into the different features of explaining each thing in detail. So here's a basis for trying to help you guys understand and know that you are playing the game and you're playing it successfully. Then I'll make videos to go in more detail and show different things as well that sometimes reading just doesn't quite show you. Actually showing you it live will help you guys learn better than just reading through a bunch of words. So that's Mafia Omerta. I hope you're interested after watching this video. I hope you sign up and enjoy the game. I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.